Thanks for downloading another segment from the Best of the Classic Metal Show. The Classic Metal Show is heard live on Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. And now here's another piece of Classic Metal Show history on the Best of the Classic Metal Show.
The Classic Metal Show.
Starting this whole thing off, we were supposed to talk about Dio.
Oh, yeah. Wow, we totally forgot that an hour ago.
Yeah, if you haven't heard, Ronnie James Dio was sidelined this week and ended up at the hospital, and evidently he has the early stages of stomach cancer.
Oof, boy, that's a painful bad one.
Wendy Dio, the wife and manager of legendary heavy metal vocalist Ronnie James Dio, has released the following statement. Ronnie has been diagnosed with the early stages of stomach cancer. We are starting treatment immediately at the Mayo Clinic.
Yeah.
After he kills the dragon, Ronnie will be back on stage where he belongs.
She said that?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Her husband has cancer, and she's saying after he kills the dragon, he'll be back on stage?
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
After he kills this dragon...
Oh, boy.
Ronnie will be back on stage where he belongs, doing what he loves best, performing for his fans. Long live rock and roll, long live Ronnie James Dio.
Well, I agree with that. Here's my question. All right, and this is because I'm honestly kind of ignorant when it comes to cancer.
Okay.
Now, I'm a fairly big dude.
Okay.
And so I'm going to assume that if I got cancer, I would get a lot of it, right? Maybe?
I don't know.
Is that how that works? I mean, would you get I guess my question is if I got like a baseball-sized tumor in my stomach,
okay,
would that be the same as like Ronnie James Dio getting like a pea-sized tumor? I mean, would it have the same effect on him?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about that to make a comment like that.
I mean, it seems like that would make sense, doesn't it? That just a little bit of cancer in a guy that weighs 90 pounds would be about the same as me getting like a 20-pounder.
Yeah.
No?
Cancer is cancer, my friend.
Yeah, well, stomach cancer sounds really bad.
It is. It can be.
Somehow I'm not thinking we're going to see him slaying the dragon on stage anymore.
Because the bad thing is it's near a lot of vital organs.
Yeah. And
if it metastasizes to other organs, then you're really in bad trouble.
And again, this guy is skinny.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any fat to suck some of it up so that they can cut it out or anything.
Suck some of it up.
Well, I don't know how they deal with it. I don't know anything really about cancer. I mean, they cut it off, right?
Well, it depends. They can kill the cells with radiation.
Yeah.
Or they can give you chemotherapy, which is injecting chemical into your bloodstream,
right?
And it kills it off. Or they actually operate and cut out the bad part of that's got the cancer.
Right. So I can't imagine that RJD's got very much to cut out. The guy seriously weighs about 130 pounds.
I don't even think he weighs that much.
I don't think he does either, to be honest. He's a small guy.
Yeah, he's a little frail dude.
That's why he's small. He's old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I caught the last Dio show.
Yeah.
That I'm going to have a chance to see.
Well, let's hope that's not the case.
I hope it's not the case either, man. I hope he's out slaying the dragon next year.
Yeah, but he is pushing 70 though.
Man, a total shocker too. Because I saw him 2 months ago.
Yeah.
2 months ago, he seemed perfectly healthy.
Well, hey, I had a very good. Well, look at our good friend Ian Evans.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we had no idea.
He was diagnosed in January, and he was gone by the end of February.
Yeah, and you had just hung out with him like a couple months before, right?
Just 2 months prior, and he looked just fine.
And he didn't say anything. I mean, he didn't even acknowledge that he was sick.
Well, I don't think he knew.
Yeah, I mean, he just. Oof. Look, I hope, and not even because I like his tunes or whatever, but I don't claim to know Ronnie as much as I've met him quite a few times, and he's always been beyond nice to me and cordial. And I mean, I've told this story before about the first time I ever interviewed him, and he read me back a review that I wrote about one of his records, just trashing him.
Sure.
And instead of being all pissed off and hanging up, he just was totally like, well, maybe you didn't understand it. Let's talk about it, blah, blah, blah. And it didn't make me like the album anymore. I mean, let's face it, the album still was Angry Machines, which is a pile of shit. But he was still cool about it. And ever since then, when I've met him backstage and whatnot, he's always been very cool and very cordial. And, you hate for somebody that's had a long life and a career like that to go down this way, I guess. You just
right.
That's a guy you want to hear. Yeah, the guy fell asleep and that was it.
Yeah.
Not stomach cancer, Jesus, because that means you can't even eat, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously it's in your stomach, so you're gonna be be fed by IVs and stuff until you're healed.
Yeah. I'm thinking if Dio misses a lunch, he's on criminal list.
Right.
He's a skinny guy.
Yeah, he's a little dude.
Yeah. Well, good luck to him. I hope he comes out of it.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Ronnie James Dio. You're tuned into the Classic Metal Show, the hardest rocking show on the dial. It's evil.
So's that cancer.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, I hope Dio comes
Hi,
through.
I'm Ronnie James Dio, and you're listening to the Classic Metal Show with Neely.
So there you are.
With Neely.
Right. So I've hung out with Ronnie before.
He's a nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Always cordial.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope he gets better.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hail and kill. Yeah, well, they're saying they caught this really, really early in the diagnosis. So the prognosis is actually pretty good. It's it's, as good as 90% survival rate. I mean, I realize he's 70 years old, but still, he's gonna, early enough, he could, in all likelihood, come out of this.
Well, the thing is, MOL, is I think you may have learned this, but when somebody like a Ronnie James Dio or anybody who is in the spotlight, do they ever say that the prognosis is bad right away?
Never.
No, that is true.
So again, do you really know what the prognosis is?
Well, I'm just going off whatever they said. They said it was.
Here's my prognosis. They caught this real early, this and that, but they canceled his whole winter's worth of touring.
Well, of course, he has to still go through chemo and everything. Shit. You're not going to just, okay, let's catch this real quick and put you right back on the road, especially when you're 70. What is he, 65, 70 years old? He's going to be incapacitated for a certain amount of time because, he does have to go through chemo, and that shit makes you sick.
Sure.
I know from family members cancer is a motherfucker, and treatment of it is an even bigger motherfucker at times. It sucks,
I hope I'm wrong, but I think he's done.
Oh, you think? Oh God, I hope not, dude.
I hope I'm wrong, but
Oh, I know.
He's 70 years old and he's frail. He's such a.
Yeah.
To me, and maybe I'm just way off base. Again, I don't know. I truly don't know a whole lot about cancer, but I know that this guy is so small.
I just know I've had a scare.
It looks like
he'd
be eaten away.
Yeah, but hasn't Dio always been tiny? And as you get older, you get smaller. But look at him. You'd think he was like the epitome of health, other than smoking a lot of pot. Of course, we know he was kind of a big dope smoker. But other than that, fuck. Who isn't? Fuck, if you're a musician.
Well,
anyway,
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I hope too. But next week though, December 8th, 5 years ago, man, Dime, 1 week from today, basically, Dime died 5 years ago, so that's going to be shitty too. So really losing Dio is going to suck up. It suck balls, and I hope he's okay. But if not, it's going to suck, because we've just lost, the best voice in metal.
What?
All right. Well,
what about Vince Neil?
Oh, fuck Vince Neil. All right. Well, hail and kill, boys.
Hail and kill.
All right, take it easy.
Thanks for checking out the best of the Classic Metal Show. You can tune into the Classic Metal Show live every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com.
The Classic Metal Show.